everybody, and welcome to Sea Fishing with CJ. We're out on the sea and we are fishing on a mark which I fished before. I've taken you out to this mark before and we've had some good species here in the past. We've been fishing here for a couple of hours now. We fished the flood. It's now slack water and we're just waiting for the ebb to start running. We have caught fish. There has been some dancing. So I'll roll the video and you can see that, and then we will continue with what happens after. But thank you very much for joining me. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, press the little bell thing so you get notifications, share, get everybody to be involved in this. So, no more ado, roll the video and see how we've got on so far. Catch you later. Well, they're actually dredging the river. I wonder if they're going to dredge the marina. Got the trawler inbound.
Good morning, sir. Yeah, with a fishing vessel just behind you. What would you like me to do? We need to get on a fueling berth, which is up near the fishing boats. Would you like me to hang around for a while? Yeah, no problem.
Busy little morning in New Haven. Trawlers want to come in and refuel. And we want to get out fishing. Well, we're here. Let's get fishing. Well, the first drop, and to be honest, I was using it more as a means of running some line out and sorting out the line on my reel, but got a dogfish straight away. So first drop. And we have a doggy. Is that the skunk is out of the boat? Bye. So here's an indication of how long I've known Tony. I'm using some Tony's Tackle Sea Match line, £60, but it's an antique. It's an antique. I'm hoping it's not brittle. It's not been in the sun, so it should be all right. This is going to be my my running strip for my zip line, and then we'll put a single hook on and the secret bait. This is my go-to loop knot. Now I believe that when you're fishing with circle hooks, which we're going to be using here, they shouldn't be tied to the line. They should be in a loop so that they've got the freedom to move around. So the loop knot that I'm going to use is a thing called the perfection loop. So you get a piece of line, you turn it under itself like that, you put your hook onto the tail end like that, or whatever, swivel. You then go around, all the way around behind, and then cross between the two loops, and then you feed your hook through that big loop, pull the line with it, and then you tug down on the long tail end there to cinch it down. It's a very simple knot once you get the swing of it. Very good knot, and it's strong. It doesn't slip, it doesn't slide. It's a very nice knot. Simple. So that's the perfection loop. Right, and then just trim off the tagging. So that means that the circle hook is free to do what it should do. So what should happen is the fish engulf this, and then they go, I don't like that, and try to get rid of it. And as the hook comes round, it rotates on the loop, so that the point of the hook then engages with the fish. Which is why it hooks them in the corner of the mouth, I believe. So it's on its way out is when it's hooking. So there we go, circle hook on a perfection loop. One with mackerel bait on, and one with the secret bait. And I think they're holding bottom. The tide is ripping through though, so I'm going to have to keep paying that bit of line each time. But time to sit down, have a cup of tea. before the action starts. We've already had a dogfish, so it's not blank. Yeah. Put the camera on when something happens. Well, I'm thinking about having a cup of tea and a piece of cake. So, let's watch the rod tips for a moment, because as soon as I declare that, I normally get a bite. I think we just had a little inquiry on the left-hand rod. Probably dogfish. I mean, the fish that we're hoping for today, there'll be no doubt in your mind if you got a bite, I don't think. But then, you know, you never know. Sometimes all fish can be subtle, have a little nibble. So we have a little inquiry on this rod. I suspect it's a dogfish, but let's wind into it and see. Feel anything there? I think even a dogfish is going to feel like a decent fish in this tide. Oh, definitely something there. I mean, we could get a ray. And we've got tidy weight on here. The tide is whistling through. So I think even a little pouting is going to feel like a monster. Whoa! Got a major inquiry on my other rod. I'm going to have to forget about this one and focus on this one. Yeah, definitely got an inquiry on this one. Oh yeah! Is it still there? I feel it might just come off. The trouble is, as I said, I was wanting that rod in, with this tide running and the big weights that we've got on, even the dogfish feels like something decent. But that was a tidy bite, it lifted the butt of the rod. Colour or not? Nah, but the bait is well and truly mullered. So the secret bait is working. We'll get this other rod up as well and see what we got. Yeah, definitely got a dogfish on this one. Dog, getting back, both rigs baited up and getting back down again. It's obviously suddenly taken off. The rubby sack that I've got on the anchor's obviously paying out and drawing the fish in. There we go, bye bye dogfish. And away he goes back down to be a nuisance to somebody else. Right, we'll tackle these back up and get them back out. Oh, spilled tea over my arse. Now, that's it, halfway through my cake and my cup of tea, and we've got activity on this rod. I can say dogfish, but I don't know. It's hanging on. Tide is slackening off now, so I can't blame the tide. I've got a little line cut on the top of my thumb, so when I'm guiding my line on my reel, it's going into the little cut on my finger, on my thumb. It really hurts. Yeah, I think it might be a dogfish. We've got colour. We have the dog shaking his head. Hope this isn't portend how it's going to be for the whole day. Right, go back and away. Let's bait it back up and get it back out there. So we'll go down to a 12 ounce. It's still quite a big weight, but it's certainly not as big as this thing. Well, I'm still eating the cake and I've got a bit of activity on this right hand rod. Let's let it develop this time. The whole point of circle hooks is that the hook is hooking when the bait is on its way out. If you strike into a circle hook, you will just pull the hook out of the fish's mouth. So when you get the take, you've got to lift into it. Yeah, definitely got something going on there. Oh, it's lifting my rod off the bottom, off it again. Oh yeah! Fish on! Let's hope it's not a dogfish. Certainly a bit more of a lunging bite than a dogfish bite. But again, we've got a big weight on this still. Go down to a lighter weight when we brought this in. Are we going to see a dance? Is this one of the target species, we ask ourselves? Have I got the net ready? No, I haven't. Whoa. You see colour soon. Got the leader onto the reel. That's always a worry. That knot's going to fail. We have got colour. We got colour. We have colour. We have the target species. Let's hope he's hooked well. It's not a big one, but oh! Mental note to self: get the bleeding net ready. That's catch and release for you. I think I'm going to change this to a J hook, I think. Got a bit of doggy interest in the left hand rod here, I think. Yeah, definitely a dogfish bite there. A dogfish head shake. Oh well, that wind in. I'm tackling up the other rods, see if I can't get a bream. Probably going to get plagued with pouting, but now it's slack water. Yeah, it feels like a dogfish. Yeah. Ina Kleiner dogfish. And away you go. Woo. Oh, he's gone. God, just saw my rod lifting, the butt lifting out the corner of my eye there. Feels like a decent fish, this. Let's hope I'm hooked him. And have I got the net ready? The net ready this time. The net is ready. The leader line. Oh, get onto the reel, I'll be a happier man. So the leader line is wrapped around the reel now. Whoa! It had turned to swim away, so it was kind of stern hooked. So it's not a monster, but still, you might get a dance yet. Hoo, hoo, hoo! Target species in the boat. Cue the music. Well, it's not in the boat yet. Hang on a minute. Don't cue music quite yet. Right, cue the music and oh, beauty, beauty. The secret bait is definitely working. He's twisted himself up my net. How's he done that? Oh, there he is. But target species achieved. Beauty, beauty, and hooked in the corner of the mouth. See if we can get that out and get him back. Onto. No, it just hooked actually. Happy, happy days. Right, let's get him back in the water. And away you go. It's not him, it's a, oh, it is a him. It is a him. And away. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. It's all hitting off. It's all going off. Ooh, we're going to get another dance. Ooh. Coming up a little bit steady now, possibly a ray. We got some colour. We have colour, and we have the second target species, no doubt, no less. Second target species, only a little one, but nonetheless, second target species in one few seconds, and he's foul looked in his gill, so I was lucky to land him. But there, look at that. Now this target species has got a set of teeth on it, so you have got to keep yourself away from the bitey end, shall we say. Hey, look at the notches on that. Look at the notches on that. Right, let's get him back. Give him a little kiss. I think it's a young he. And away! Cue another bit of music and cut. I still haven't finished that piece of cake. I am going to eat you in a minute. Going to get his third rod out, then we will have the last bit of cake and hopefully catch the grandfathers of those two fish. Okay, well, it's gone slack water, so the fishing's gone a little bit quiet. But I think I've got something on the little bait here. See what we've got. Probably a whiting. Oh, still tugging. Still tugging. Still tugging. Still tugging. Oh, it's a whiting. Don't get a dance for a whiting. I'm just winding up the light rod. Because I've been ignoring it, but I'm messing around tidying stuff up, sorting the boat out a bit. Oh, here we go. Whiting! A pair of whiting. Might keep this little one just in case I run out of bait. Let's put him in the live bait tank. It is a making tide, which means that the next tide is higher than the last tide, and so the ebb might be quite fast. So we'll see if it remains fishable. I mean, we fished on the flood all right, didn't we? We had to go up to quite heavy weights. I've got those heavy weights standing by, so we can quickly clip those on. We've got till about, I guess I'm going to have to be back in the port by about 4 o'clock, I reckon. But I mean, that's 5 hours from now, so it gives us a good 3 hours fishing. So I think at 5, so it's about 4:30. Think about winding and heading in. Depends. I mean, if it goes crazy loopy and we're catching loads and loads of different species, we might stay out here till late. But I am fishing competition tomorrow, which is a fairly early start, and I'm filming a competition tomorrow as well. I want to film a competition tonight as well. But, I might see how I feel when I get in, but I suspect that when I get in, all I'm going to want is a sofa. Anyway, so we'll keep on keeping on. It's gone quiet now because it's slack water. As soon as that tide starts to move, I think that we will start seeing some more fish. I was intending to put loads of rods out, but because we're drifting around now, it's not too good, and because the tide is so fast, it will make it quite difficult. I might change this light rod over to something, maybe put some feathers on it or something like that, because there must be some mackerel starting to show up around now. Yeah, anyway, I'll put the film on, the camera back on, when something starts to happen. Whoa, still going, fingers crossed everybody. Fingers crossed it's a bream. If it is a bream, we'll have a third dance, because that's the third target species today. There's 4 target species today. If I can manage a 4 dance day, that'd be good, wouldn't it? It's quite, it's not fighting like a bream, it's fighting more like a dogfish, to be truthful, which isn't unheard of on ragworm. A pair of whiting, so I've definitely found the whiting today. The bottom one's quite a reasonable size. Okay, so sit back down and carry on eating my sandwich. Doesn't feel like a bream. Bream give you quite a distinctive rattly bite all the way to the surface. Oh, this one's still going. But it's not as crisp a rattly bite as a bream bite, that's for sure. Another fighting whiting. Even picking up whiting on my tope rig, so, but part of the reason for that was it was wound up around the line. I'm going to need to let it down a bit slower, I think. Just one little tip, if you're anticipating catching tope, do not use a pennel, do not use 2 hooks. They're too lively when you get them in the boat, and what you don't want is a second hook flailing around. You know, they're dangerous enough with their teeth and everything like that. You don't want a second hook in your hand. And you know, they will spin it up and they will set that hook right into your hand. So just the 1 hook is my recommendation. Right, I don't know if it's the tide's picking up or what, but I've had some little heart stoppers on the rod tips, but I think it just might be that the leads are now starting to lift. But nice, I took my top off, it's nice and cool, t-shirt, it's a nice sunny day, I'm in the shade so I'm not getting too burnt, and we're just watching these rod tips. I think, I suspect we're going to get some action very soon, very soon. I'm just thinking about doing away with the worm rig, because I don't think that's holding bottom anymore. You can see it's swung down tide and it's putting a bend in that rod, and I might put another rig out, the other upside rod out, and fish it as a down tide, and could fish it as an upside, couldn't I? That's bending that rod right over, but I just think unless I picked out a whiting I didn't see and it's been dragged down tide, I need to wind it in anyway. So we'll wind it in and get a third rod out. Although I'm paying homage to Graeme Pullen, I don't think I'm up to the 7 rods that he fished. I don't know how he did that without ending up in almighty tangles, or maybe he did. the tangles went out in the edit. Might be fish on here actually, but it could just be it's a heavy lead and a strong tide. No, nothing there. Nothing there. Time to pack that one away, I think. And we're fishing up tide rod and see if we can get away with that. Had a few little knocks on this rod earlier on, and I didn't wind into it because they were only little knocks. But it feels quite solid. Yeah, that feels quite solid. I mean, admittedly, there's a lot of tide running now and I've got a big weight on there, but it feels a bit more than that. Not that anything is tugging or pulling. Tugging or pulling back, so it just might be a dogfish that's just on there and it's hanging in the tide. Oh, we've got a ray. We have a ray. Yeah, baby. We have a little thornback. Happy, happy days. That is another one of the target species. So guess what that means? It means cue the music. No, we haven't got it in the boat yet. Got to be in the boat before I can do that. Big one. Big one by any means. But we're going to gamble on it, or we're going to use the net. Let's use the net. Yeah. Hoo-hoo-hoo! That's a spiky one. That's a very spiky thornback, to be honest. How long he's been sitting on there. Don't do the stupid mistake that I made once before, put my hand in its mouth, because they have got crushing jaws and they will give you a black fingernail, which I got at the honour of the Ray Black Fingernail, the Order of the Ray Black Fingernail. Like that, look, crushed onto them pliers in. I can feel it's the power in its jaw up here with my fingers up on the back of its head. Oh, muscled here. Here we go. So, cue the music and do the Raymondo. Right, and let's get him away. And away. He's confused. He's confused.com. He will swim in a minute. He's the right way up anyway. And swim. And away! Hey! Don't know what's on here. We're waiting. Oh, am I bringing in one of my other rods? Can't see. Doesn't look like I am. See any cut? Oh, I can see some colour now. Ooh. 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 Another smoothhound. Didn't see that bite at all. Didn't see that bite at all. Oh, he's been on there. It's only a baby, isn't it? Do we whisk it? Yeah, whisk it. Another smoothie. Beautiful fish. Only a pup. And away. And he swims off. He's gone. He's still on there. We bait this and get it back down. Bringing up the up-tide rod. Swung round down side. Going slack. Away. Weird, he's got quite a story. Swung across there. So he's going. He's going. Swung like, oh, we got some colour. We have colour. What is it? We ask ourselves, I think I know. It's another story. Another star. Starry, starry night. Have a smoothie. Another good, well, not a big one, admittedly, but still in between the legs. Here we go, another smoothie. Let's get him back. And he swims away. He's off like a train. Like a drain or a train. Let's get that back out again. Down tide, up tide, cross tide. Casting in the boat. Bait separated from the weight just before it hit the water, which is good. Just let the line out now, keep letting it down until you feel it hit the bottom, and then let it out in a big loop down tide from the boat, so that the line's coming up from the weight down tide at a nice shallow angle, so it doesn't pull the lead out. Right, that's the lead on the bottom. Line's going off in that direction now. I want it to be going in that direction. That way, if it does drag down tide, it should still be on the bottom because there's plenty of line out. I've clamped the wires down on the lead so it's not going to break out. Right, I think that's it. Okay. See what happens. Come on, I want another taupe. Just thinking, it's gone very quiet and the outside rod is starting to go. So It doesn't feel like there's a fish on it because I'm winding in the loose line now. But when I get in touch with the lead, it's when I know there's a fish there. Yeah, there's a fish. I can feel it. I can feel it tugging through the line. Yeah, baby. Let's have a good one. I mean, for it to show the bite like that, it's probably quite a good fish. Ooh, that's feel like a good fish actually. I'm a smoothie, not a monster. Not the same size as the others, to be honest, but still a welcome sight. Underneath the net or not? Let's get him off the hook. Get him back quickly. Where's my pliers gone? And away. Happy days. As the tide's quite strong, I've actually put tape around here to stop the wires breaking out. So they won't break out until you start pulling them in. So it means it holds the bottom better. And it seems to be working really well. The bait, oh, the bait, which is a secret bait, I'm hanging on the wires of the breakaway and then casting it with that net. So whoops. So casting in the boat. And then just let it run out until it's on the bottom. You'll feel it hit the bottom. And then don't be afraid to pay it a long line so the loop is going all the way around, so it's coming back to the weight at a nice shallow angle. Ooh, what might be going? I saw a nod on there or not. Right, so that's the leads on the bottom. Now I'm paying out line, big load of line now. I think in the past I've been frightened to let too much out. So you do need to let it go out so it's almost going down tide so that it's coming back to the weight at a nice shallow angle, so it's pulling the weight into the bottom. If you have it too tight, it will just, the water pressure on the line, because the line is going across tide rather than going down tide and then back up again, will be too strong and it will break the lead out. So that's it, that's where we want to be. A little bit more out and we're done. Now I think I might have had a sleeper on this other rod. Have a look at it, wind it in, it needs to be refresh the bait. Before I do that, let's make sure that the tote bait is hard on the bottom. Yeah, it's on the bottom. Right, let's wind this one in. Wind this one in. I think I've got fins of fish on it. Maybe not. If it is really big. That's the leader. Down the line. Can't see any fish, not feeling any tugs. No, and the bait is untouched. Untouched. Weird, don't know why. So we'll put him back down again. When you're letting it down, what I like to do is stop every 6 or so seconds, so that the bait has a chance to float off down tide, and it stops it winding up the line then. No, it's wound up the line though, so it's probably not been fishing hard on the bottom, which is bad news. Right, I think I've finished on mackerel. I've done all the mackerel, so let's put a bluey on there. I mean, that bait is untouched, but it's been hanging up off the bottom. So we'll rebait this with a bluey and see if we can make sure it hits the stays on the bottom. That time, got 2 hours of the tide to run to the bottom of the tide. If I leave it too late, I won't be able to get into my mooring. So we're going to start packing up and heading in now. I hope you've enjoyed yourself as much as I have today. We had 4 smooth hounds. We missed one and we lost one at the side of the boat, so that should have been 6 smooth hounds really, if I've been a bit more switched on. We've had 1 taupe, which is a bit disappointing. I was hoping to get some more, because they are around. What else? Oh, we've had a thornback ray, nice thornback ray, and we've had countless dogfish and whiting. So, you know, it's been a good day. I've enjoyed every minute of it. So we're going to pack up now and we're going to head in. So keep safe, keep sane, keep fishing. Catch you on the next one. Coming up through the Albany Ring.
so hard to breathe.
Don't go.
Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe.
Right, just have a little look at the next away. Right, let's get going. Let's get the show on the road. I think we've got 2 15.